As unemployment soars, public services strain to the brink, and crime festers in neglected corners of South Africa, one growing sentiment has united frustrated voices across provinces. The country's borders are broken, and President Cyril Ramaphosa has lost control. For years, South Africans have expressed concern over illegal immigration and porous borders. But now, many believe the situation has reached a crisis point. Across townships and suburbs, citizens claim that undocumented foreigners are flowing into the country in alarming numbers, unchecked and unaccounted for, while the government stands idly by. In communities like Musina, a border town in Limpopo, residents describe a daily reality of witnessing migrants crossing the border without permits or documentation. Local farmer Sipho Mhlongo recounts how we see them coming through the fences at night, sometimes in broad daylight. It's not their fault, they are just trying to survive, but where is our government? Where is Ramaphosa? In urban centers like Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban, the effects are being felt in even more complex ways. Informal settlements are expanding rapidly, often without proper sanitation or law enforcement presence. Spaza shops, salons, and small businesses are overwhelmingly run by undocumented foreign nationals. Citizens say they feel pushed out of their own economy. The frustration isn't just about economics, it's about security. Many South Africans believe the unchecked presence of undocumented foreigners is contributing to a rise in drug trafficking, human trafficking, and violent crime. In areas like Hillbrow and Diepsloot, residents openly say they no longer feel safe, blaming not only the criminal elements but also the government's failure to enforce immigration laws. President Ramaphosa has failed us, says Iandan Nkosi, a community leader in Soweto. He speaks about unity and African brotherhood, but we are drowning while he's busy protecting the idea of open borders. We are the ones paying the price. The criticism is not isolated to citizens alone. Analysts and political commentators are warning that Ramaphosa's soft approach to illegal immigration is becoming a serious liability. Opposition parties such as the Patriotic Alliance, Action SA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters have all seized on the crisis, using it as a key campaign point. Their messaging is simple: put South Africans first. Even members of the ruling ANC are reportedly growing restless behind closed doors. Some party insiders fear that if Ramaphosa does not act decisively, the ANC could face a historic backlash in the 2026 elections. In the past, the party has weathered scandals and unrest, but never before has it been accused of failing to protect the territorial integrity of the nation. Meanwhile, President Ramaphosa has called for calm and urged citizens not to fall for xenophobic scapegoating. In a recent press briefing, he stated, "We must protect our borders, yes, but not at the expense of our humanity. We are a country built on unity, not exclusion." That message, however, is falling flat for many. What citizens hear is not compassion, but deflection. For them, this is not about xenophobia, it's about law and order. The constitutional right to safety. The right to jobs, health care, and dignity. Social media has amplified the outrage. Hashtags like #BrokenBorders, #Ramaphosa failed us, and #BorderCrisisSA trend weekly, often accompanied by videos of alleged border crossings, community patrols, and anti-immigration protests. Some of the content walks a thin line between activism and incitement, but the underlying truth remains: the people are angry, and they feel unheard. Civil society organizations have called for urgent national dialogue on immigration, border control, and refugee policy. But without tangible changes in enforcement, the public mood is unlikely to shift. What many want now is action, not speeches, not policy promises, but visible enforcement, patrols, deportations, and a restored border system that works. In the eyes of millions, Ramaphosa is losing more than political capital, he's losing control. The borders are broken, and with every day that passes, faith in his leadership weakens. Unless drastic steps are taken soon, this crisis may not only reshape South Africa's political landscape but fracture its national identity, perhaps permanently.